entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. They've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Mavericks leading by 10. Parsons dishes to Nowitzki. On number 3 for Dallas.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference. In the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Love, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
They get it again. Parsons, the open look. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. James kicks to Thompson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
For Cleveland, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now here's James. He's got 15. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Dallas leading by 14. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Irving at the point guard. Passes it to Powell. And Dallas again with the bucket.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, and they're cruising right now, looking to add to the lead.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on them in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it this time. He doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Dallas calls timeout.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
That's his first personal foul.
We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And they get it back. It's LeBron with the drive. Good.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Nowitzki, good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Mavericks leading by 13. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Dallas moving it around. Here's Mejri. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shumpert, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Nowitzki, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. And stolen by Parsons. One-on-one here. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The drive by LeBron. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Here's Irving.
Yeah, and you know, the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. For 3, Love. Can't get it to go. Parsons with some nice D. And Williams, here we go. Count the bucket.
And for Dallas in the playoffs, really, it didn't help to have the Rondo drama going on at the time. Even if that hadn't happened, though, you got the feeling that they were overmatched against a red-hot Houston team.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're losing by 16. We've got 1:18 left in the game.
Tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Parsons. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And the basket good.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the rope, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
The drive by James. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give him credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And how about last year, Dirk Nowitzki jumping to 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, passing the great Moses Malone for that spot, and he surely will keep climbing this season.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Pachulia. Anderson comes in for Chandler Parsons. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Darren Williams. From deep three-point range, no good from Fry.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.